Alright, yeah, I'm sure you probably noticed a little bit of hesitation there in between notes because uh, even though I do have this guitar marked uh, on the side, some mahogany bungs in the poplar neck, it's still a little tough for me to, be used to not having any frets at all. I guess you get a feel for it. When I was playing this a little bit more, I was, I think a couple weeks ago, you just have to get, used to where a fret would be, and you can get your notes fretted a little better, even though it is a fretless guitar. And again, this is the second one I made. Once again, I made this a 4-string, and that's a piece of deer antler, and that nut I made out of deer antler also. Then I put an angled headstock, and the thing is, the one thing I don't like is I glued it together. I use Gorilla Glue. The stuff is pretty tough, but I don't recommend it. I mean, as far as gluing a headstock on a neck like that, it held. I figured I'd try it and strung it up and see if it would hold up to the pressure. And so far, it's been good for a few weeks, And I had this thing tuned to open G, and then just a little while ago, after I made my last video, I tuned this to open D. So you got your D, A, D, and that's an F sharp. So that sounds pretty cool. I may leave it at that, to have a guitar a little different. That way I'm not just always playing in the key of G. Then the other thing too, you're playing in D, so E would be probably somewhere around here. I mean, what I could do is, maybe find a little better way of marking where my frets would be. I could just mark it on the side here so I know. But figure where your E is, and if you stuck a capo there, you could be playing an open E, and then move it down, E, you could play an F, G, whatever, right down the line, just by using a capo. And this one here, I did a pretty good job with the nut, so I know the others I tried putting a capo on, and the action was a little too high. Just some quick little tips when you're building. If you are going to put a pickup in it like I did the other one, you might want to consider, see right here, I made the neck 3/4 of an inch and put like a 1/4 inch, 3/4 of an inch piece of poplar and a 1/4 inch piece to bring it level, or even a hair above the body of the cigar box. But if you're going to put a pickup in these, you might want to leave a thicker chunk back here, or even add something to it inside the box. So if you do have to hog out for a pickup or whatever, I didn't have much luck finding low profile regular electric guitar pickups. I had asked around and all that, but I would leave a little more meat inside there. Maybe you don't want to quite fill the whole cigar box up, so you can still let some sound escape if you're playing it acoustically. But again, when you make these instruments, everything's trial and error. You do the first one and tell yourself, okay, I'm not going to do that the second time. And like on this one here, I didn't put any notches in my bridge. I put some notches in the other bridge, and I had to fill them in. And in this one here, I made a smaller nut. Makes it a lot easier. I mean, I sat there grinding this down, the deer antler, grinding in it, belt sanding it, so I got it pretty small. And then when you file these too, I mean, you can use a hacksaw to start your slots, but when you file, make sure you go back at an angle so the string is actually hitting at one point. You don't want it to be flat where it's going to buzz. And with an angled headstock, you're going to have less problems with that. If you make just a straight stick type guitar, then you'll have a few more problems as far as maybe getting a buzz. And you might have to put one of my other Harley Davidson guitar I made. You might have to stick some type of a string tree, or make up your own type of a string tree, just to put more pressure on these strings. But the guitar came out decent. Sounds pretty good. I use ping tuners. I'll tell you, every time I pick these things up, they're in tune. And I think the other thing too is it's not like a regular guitar where you're constantly doing bends, and so you're probably stretching the string more like that. I mean, these things, I pick them up even after a few days or whatever, and I don't even have to mess with the tuning. Not that one, very slight, but that's about it. Well, anyways, I just wanted to show you. Just how a guitar sound a little deeper, and just show you my second build and give you guys some different tips, things that I learned. I don't, some guys might do this differently, but I was, leaving a lot of neck exposed, putting my bridge around here, which is about 25 and a quarter. You might want to go to a shorter scale, 24 and a half scale, which is similar more to like what Gibson uses. And then I was bringing up my strings from way back here, so that's why I put slots in the first one. It was letting the strings slide around. So I ended up changing it and running the strings right through the body. And these are just rivets. You take a rivet from a rivet gun, bang the nail out, and then drill it so these things slide in, and it dresses it up, and it protects, the body of the guitar from having the string dig into it. Plus, after a while, that would wear, and you might end up, well, it probably wouldn't really tear out that much, but it wouldn't be as nice looking. And leave your bridge loose when you first tune the thing up, and then get your note like a D, figure out where your 12th fret would be. And then that way where your bridge roughly is going to sit. Leave it loose, put a little glue on it. I use Gorilla Glue. That stuff kind of goes crazy. Even a couple drops of super glue or even hot glue is enough. Plus with the string pressure, they don't really move around much. But anyways, this is the second cigar box guitar I built. Okay, you guys, out there, get some boxes. This box only cost me $2, and it's a nice looking box than the other one. And check out some of the other guitars online and have fun. That's it for now. Bye.